Hi everybody, this is Tony from Artistry of Music, Ensemble Manager, and I hope you don't mind. If you're seeing this, it's because I sent you an email about an update that I just made. Some of you, or maybe a lot of you, have experienced this scenario where you're working in your file section and all of a sudden mysteriously file names vanish. When I first got this report, I just kind of chalked this up to user error, because a lot of times some of these problems that seem random can oftentimes be explained by user error. But then I got so many of them, I realized this is not user error. This is something going on in programming. And I know it's been frustrating for you guys, it's been frustrating for me to solve it, but I think I know what's going on. And this weekend I made 3 changes I want to let you know about, because you'll see it. And I just want to give you a heads up of what they all are. Okay, so first let's talk about what's going on. The problem always exists when there's a page with a lot of files, and I mean like over 100 files. And also the scenario is things at the top are fine, but things at the bottom as you go down the page, they seem to get lost. That's been kind of the common denominator I've noticed with this issue. So what is going on is when you do an update, especially you do update all, it is taking everything on that page and it's taking it to the server, and then the server has to update every single file. Now it does it quite fast, within the 10th of a second. Then it sends a message back to the browser, and the browser refreshes. And you probably noticed this a little bit. What's happening is, what you don't know is that visually you think the page has loaded, but there's some things that are behind the scene that quite have not fully loaded. So then when you go to click another update all, you don't realize it, but things at the bottom of the page didn't get filled in. So you're sending something back to the server with empty data, and it's updating it. The reason I know that is because it's always file names and share that disappear, but the files never disappear. And that's the common denominator I figured out. Okay, so that's what's going on. Here's the fixes that I've put in. So when you go to your files page, something you're going to notice at the very bottom, and it's going to be a little mysterious, is you're going to see emergency update. Okay, I probably will take this away later, but for now, this is kind of a safety. If you experience this again, if you'll just click emergency update, what will happen is it will do a very fast title update for you. It'll take the file names and just put them in the title box, because I know that's what a lot of you are doing, and this will just do it for you really, really fast. It'll save you time. Eventually, I hope to take this away, because I don't want someone to accidentally hit it and then it messes up their file names, but that's what that button right there will do. Secondly, I've added a spinner. What the spinner does is it will go into spinner mode until the page is completely fully loaded. Now, most of you, what you'll see is a glitch, or you'll see the spinner kind of pop up and go away for a second. Okay, so that's what that is. And for example, this page is really not that bad. This is kind of normal what I see. And so if I refresh this page, there's a spinner. Okay, it was about 2 seconds, 2 to 3 seconds. And that's just telling you, like, wait till I'm done, and then you can go on with what you're doing. Okay, if that's not too bad, that's probably what you'll notice. But now let me take you to another page, and this is typical of what I will see. You can see over here on the scroll bar, you can see just how many files are here. And kind of the good news and bad news about all this is, when I came up with this idea of this file sharing, I had no idea how popular this would be. I really didn't anticipate people using it to this extent, which is awesome. It's a really nice problem to have. But it is something that's got to get sorted out. So if I click refresh on this, what you'll see is this kind of tells you how long it takes to load all that information. This is going to take about 10 to 12 seconds, and I'm not going to edit the file. Here we go. You'll see the spinner come up. It's trying to load everything behind the scenes. This is what users don't understand what's going on. And it's going to seem like a long time. There we go. That gives you an idea. That's kind of what's going on. So it's not loading everything, and then someone goes in and does a couple edits while it's still loading, clicks update all, and then that's how the problem happens. So that's change number 2. That should help solve some of this. Change number 3 that I think everybody's going to love is The update all is a very convenient way of like going, I'm going to update several of these and click update all. Another way of updating stuff, let me go to an account where I'm not messing anybody up. This is a test account. So I went ahead and uploaded a couple of files. And so if you've ever used this before, this update button, you find it a little bit annoying because what happens is you change one thing, you click update, and then the browser reloads all over again, and it just takes forever. So what I've done is because that's what a lot of people are doing, they're just updating one thing at a time. So if you want to use that, what I've done is I've changed the theory or the functionality of how this works. Now what's going to happen is you click update, the page will stay intact, and then it'll update only this one block, and then it will toggle. So if I just click update, you'll see it. That's how fast it is. All it did was updated this one block. It didn't refresh the page. That should also help you out. And to prove what I'm talking about, if I go in and I go changed, can't type today, changed file, add some description and share it with this person, and I click update, boom, done. So you can see there's the file name change, there's the description, and there's my shared person right there. So I'm hoping those three things will solve this problem. Again, I apologize. I want to make a fantastic product. I'm always trying to make it better. But I thought it would be better just to give you, with this change, you need a little bit of explanation behind it. If you have any questions, reach out to me, but I hope this will solve this problem. I know it's been frustrating for you guys as well as me. Thank you again for using my product, and together we'll make it just kick ass. Thanks, guys.